Good evening, it's Brian here at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I'm going to show you this car here. Pearl White Orchid, 1 litre turbo. This is a Smart Plus Honda Civic. This particular Civic has actually been part of our own fleet and it's now for sale at a discounted price. And I think it's a really sharp looking car. Anyway, what we're going to do in the video is we're going to have a look around the vehicle and we're going to have a quick drive in the car and then we're going to have a look at the features on the inside.
Brian's my name. If there's any information you want on this particular car, please do give me a call, text, WhatsApp, whichever suits, 086 843 1945.
So if you're considering coming looking at this car, I can discuss potential trade-in offers, finance or any information you want on the car before you travel. We are Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare, main Honda, Hyundai, Mercedes agent, a family-run business in operation for almost 70 years. So like we were saying, this car is actually a pearl white. In real life, it's a lovely colour. It's very hard to express it on the camera, but it's a very striking looking colour. In fairness, these are cool looking. I love the black, things like the windows, the black accents on the bumpers, the black wheels. It all comes together really well on the car. So let's start off by looking at the significant features on the front of the car. So first things first, I've got the key in my hand. It's got the usual locking functions that you'd expect, but the lights are also automated from the key, so I can lock the car, but then I can unlock it and I can bring the lights on. The key also allows me to control the windows, so I can basically do a full open or similarly a full closure using the key, and I can also even retract the wing mirrors. I love the styling on the front of these Civics. They're so aggressive and unique. The front, as we were saying, it has fog lights, automatic headlights which come on at night, but they also dip when you meet traffic and they also go to full when you go to an unlit area. And I love how the side markers are on the side. It just gives it again that kind of distinctive look. Reminds you of the way Volvos used to be. The wheels are all 17-inch and they're a nice diamond cut wheel. What I mean by diamond cut is, as I walk up to it, see the way it's nice and shiny reflective surface? That is cool looking at night time basically. When artificial light shines on the wheels, or basically just when the sun shines on it, there's a lovely reflective surface, but they still look dark during the day as well. On the bottoms of these cars then we have that VTEC turbo, 1 single litre, but it is a turbocharged engine. So it's got 127 horsepower. Lots of people can't believe that there's enough power in this 1 litre. We have one of these at home. My partner drives one of these. There is oodles of power in it for 1 litre. And actually, if you look at some of the reviews on them, people always kind of go, yeah, the 1.5 is really good, but we're so surprised by the 1 litre. It's 127 horsepower. Don't take my word for it, come try it yourself. But we'll see in a couple of minutes when we drive it, there's a lot of power in the car. But it's economical as well. It's returning somewhere in the region of 6 to 6.5 litres per 100 kilometres, which is about 45 or so miles per gallon. And road tax for the years on these cars is €200. I know I keep saying it, but they are a super cool looking car. So things worth pointing out on the side, we talked about the side markers, which I think are quite cool. We talked about the wheels, which are diamond cut and black, and then there's tinted rear glass on the back, which is for privacy, and it also looks quite nice. And one other thing actually I forgot to say is there is parking sensors, we'll see in a while when we get into the car, as standard on the front of the car. And also parking sensors are standard on the rear, and there's a reverse camera, which we'll see when we're sitting in the car in a little while. The theme of black and white continues all around the car. So we saw at the front it had the grills, we saw on the side it had the wheels and the tinted windows. As we look down the back, it has a black spoiler with those black ducts on the rear bumper, again just keeping that black and white theme overall. And the taillights of these cars are a nice LED style as well, so when you are behind one of these at night time, it's one of the most distinctive shapes of a rear end of a car. When you're following one on a motorway, all you see are these taillights at night. It's very cool, very distinctive. Like we were saying, there is a spoiler on the rear and there's also one up top. So ideally what happens is wind flows over the car down through that spoiler, down through the back, and it's a very aerodynamic way of wind to come off the back of the car, which helps with fuel efficiency. But you know what? It looks damn nice too. Underneath the cars then, they're nice and flat, again to improve the way wind flows underneath the car, again in terms of efficiency. So like we were saying, these are a really nice car to drive. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in the car and have a spin up the road. So what's it like to get into one of these cars and drive them, first of all? Okay, when you're sitting in the car, I'm going to show you a little bit better in a while, but this is the view that you're going to see in front of you, but we'll go through that after we go for a drive. One point of note before we go, previous trip on the car is 2,800 kilometres and it's currently averaging 6.5 litres per 100 kilometres, which we talked about. So anyway, once we get buckled in, right, first thing is obviously the seat is height adjustable, so I can go up and down, back and forward. Great, all cars do that. But lumbar support here, so I can harden up the back part of the seat as well, which actually does make a big difference. The steering wheel here is also a rake reach setup. So it just means up, down, and in and out, so you can get comfortable. Right, so let's go for a bit of an burn up the road. There's a lovely thump off these engines. It's a 3-cylinder engine, but it actually makes... Do you know what? There's more of a thump off these than there is in the 1.5s in terms of sound. The car's already warm, so it's okay to drive it up through the gears quickly. So So to be fair, it's not that useful telling you how well this car drives. Because it is a 191 car, you'd expect it to be pretty much as good as new. However, as a rule of thumb, starting off from 0 kilometers an hour, first gear, we're going to floor the car. Second, just to show you what it's like acceleration wise. And that is 100 kilometers an hour into fourth. So from this point of view, hopefully this gives you an idea what the car is like to drive. I know this rattles a bit on the headrest. I know it's really annoying background sound. I really have to get a mount for the camera because at the moment all I'm doing is shoving it into the headrest, which is not really ideal for you guys. But anyway, so first gear, second gear, in third gear. Got some traffic, so I don't go too fast. Let's just give you an idea. These cars are really wide, so you feel very confident in corners because they don't really roll. It just feels really nice. So on a back road like this, you can drive it pretty quick and you don't be afraid. So while I'm completely biased, in fairness, these cars, they drive good and they look good. Anyway, let's see what's in the inside of it. One of the coolest things I find on these Civics is the boot. Just in case you're wondering why I'm wedging myself into a corner here and trying to avoid the wind, because it's everywhere you go. Anyway, that shelf there is easily retractable, right? No biggie there. But what you do find then is when you go to put stuff inside the boot of the car, it is such a wide load area, and what happens is you can pile all your stuff up there, which I normally do when I go on holidays and put these each year, and then you can sort of lift the cover over all your contents. And then up over here there's also another little blind for privacy, but the boot is super good on these. It's really, really good. One of the best I've seen so far, and it's actually one of the reasons we actually bought one of these. So again, apologies about the wind noise. Let's see what it's like inside the car. I know it's not going to be windy in here. Okay, tweeter there, speaker there, electric window over here, child lock over there. The seating material is a dark cloth. It has 3 head restraints. It's got 3 3-point safety belts. It's got Isofix over here. It's got Isofix over there. It's got a big armrest in the centre with a drinks holder. It's got a kangaroo pocket over on the other side. And in terms of size, because they are a pretty sleek looking car, so the roofline obviously is quite sleek, but the headroom is pretty damn good. Like, I'm 6 foot, if I wedge myself in here, yeah, okay, like, I mean, the roof is right there, but I still have actually a reasonable amount of space. And then in front of me, this is the kind of leg room that I got in front of me, so looking straight down, it's very, very comfortable. And the seat's kind of soft. I'm not sure if that's a good thing for your back. Maybe people are into physio on that, they would like to tell you that, but it feels lovely. Anyway, this is the kind of view that you will see around you when you're sitting in the back of one of these cars. And then moving up front, again, same idea, electric through windows and mirrors. The seat is the same kind of black cloth. These are anti-whiplash head restraints, so you can set them forward and back. The idea is to reduce the amount of whiplash you would incur in an accident. Lumbar support we talked about, height adjustable here, brake reach steering wheel we talked about, and then down through here you have these nice aluminium sports pedals, parking sensors in through there, collision mitigation in through here, and lane change warning. So the collision mitigation, under 32 kilometers an hour, if you don't hit the brakes and you're about to impact an object, car's going to try and stop you, and the lane change warning is going to basically vibrate the steering if you drift across the white line without using your indicator. And sitting back in the car then, this is what we see. So we have a big revolution counter in here, which is digital. We have fuel over there, we have temperature over here. These wipers are automatic, and these lights are automatic, as we talked about. They come on at night time, they come on full when it's in an unlit area, and they go to dip whenever you meet traffic as well. Steering wheel's got more cool functionality. So in here we can have radar cruise, which means we can follow the car in front and set how far we want the car to stay behind them. And we can also set we said there was a lane change warning, and this is an assist. So one of the functions, basically what it's going to do is warn you if you drift out of lane, but the second one's actually going to actively move the steering wheel and try and keep you within the lane. Down on the other side then we have our functionality for radio and Bluetooth and all that stuff, and then trip information here, average speed, fuel efficiency, navigation information, speed sign recognition, maintenance, audio, all that kind of stuff. And actually, to be fair, up here the speed sign recognition is always there, so it's telling you the current speed zone, and it's also telling you if there's any no overtaking signs or anything like that as well. So as we look over here then, we get a Honda Connect system, which we'll have a look at in a sec. That is related to our parking camera we talked about, which is different settings, and also has dynamic guidelines depending on what direction you are moving the steering wheel. Over here, sweet gearbox. These are lovely gearbox. Don't take my word for it, come try it yourself. Automatic handbrake with a brake hold which stops you rolling back on hills, econ function and auto stop start, which are there to save you fuel. There is a USB connector in through here, an armrest over here, and there's more USB in through here. And there's also HDMI and 12 volt in through there as well. So down onto the screen then we have our climate functions, which is all touch and swipe, air conditioning on or off where you want the air to blow. And after that then we saw there was a reverse camera in through here, and we also have, climate off, this Honda Connect system, which basically once it's up and running has your navigation in through there, it has your audio functions in through there, mobile phone, all that kind of stuff, and smartphone connection, which is going to give you things like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So it's taking everything from your phone and putting it on there, and it's even allowing you to use Google Maps. And actually when you have Google going, then you can actually hit the talk button and say, Google, tell me a joke, Google, bring me to somewhere. Really, really cool actually. And after that, general safety, you'd expect anti-lock brakes, emergency brake distribution, emergency brake assist. You got an airbag here, you got an airbag there, you got an airbag up there, you got an airbag down there, you got steel bars for side impact protection in the doors. Very, very safe car overall. Anyway, if you want information on the car, Brian is my name, 086 843 1945, Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. If you want information on the car, give me a call, text, WhatsApp, whatever suits. I can give you information about your trade-in, finance, or just information about the car. Hopefully this car is of interest. Looks very, very well in white, and there's a good discount off the car because we have had it on our own fleet. So thanks for taking time to watch.